Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Carter's garret, he nuzzles Hope, who gushes that last night was inconceivable. He tells her that he's there for her in bad times and good times, always. They embrace. Sitting on Carter's stage, Hope says she doesn't want to leave his arms. Carter doesn't want to either, but he has to talk to Ridge. He's certain he can get him to reinstate her and her line. In Forrester's main office, Eric asks Steffy if she's sure about this. She says she had no choice. Hope and her line had to go. Eric wants to know if Ridge supports this decision. Brooke won't be happy when she hears about it. Ridge confirms she's heard about it and isn't happy. Eric tells Steffy that Hope is family. Steffy says she's not a Forrester, and that family doesn't treat family like Hope's treated her, going after her hubby. Eric slams Commodity down on the office and says he hates this. It should no way have come to this. Hope needs to find another man and not go away for her hubby. At Brooke's place, she and Katie bandy Hope's blasting with Zend, who can't understand them pulling the draw on the line. Brooke says it wasn't a business decision, but a particular attack by Steffy on Hope. Zend learns that as of history, Hope was gone from the company along with her line. He asks what's passing at Forrester. Brooke complains she's fully banished. Steffy is criminating Hope of commodity she didn't do. In the design office, Lainey and Tony watch while working with his earbuds in and talk about how hot he is. He notices them and teases them that he's joining the superintendent. They flirt with him and invite him over to Lainey's place laterally. Electra walks by and apologizes for interposing. Will introduces the girls and tells them that Electra is working on the jewelry line with Ivy. Lainey shrugs, we all have to start nearly, don't we? Will and Electra keep beaming at each other as they work. The other girls watch. Lainey then walks over to apologize to Electra for not knowing who she was before. They get called down, and Lainey reminds Will to come to her place laterally. She'd like to talk without any interruptions. After, Electra says she doesn't suppose Lainey likes her veritably much, but teases Will, she loves you however. Will tells her to forget about Lainey. He wants to get to know her, and says she's veritably beautiful. At Brooke's house, Zend's now heard the story about Hope Wharf on top of Finn in lingerie. He can see how Steffy would jump to the conclusion she did. Katie says it was an accident, she tripped. Brooke states that her son wasn't trying to betray Steffy's hubby. Zend complains about his part as lead developer being gone. He asks if Ridge is just going to let this be. In the main office, Eric goes on about Hope being a part of the company for a long time. Steffy says that's not what this is about. She can't just let her make defenses. Brooke will do that for her however. Eric tells his granddaughter she has every right to defend herself and her marriage, but it's not right to make business opinions grounded on particular grievances. Ridge defends Steffy's decision. Eric repeats that it's particular. Steffy tells her granddad she advised Hope. Now she has to face the consequences, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. At Carter's garret, he tells Hope he has to try and get through to Ridge. I've to exhaust every option ahead, she asks, before what? He doesn't answer, but urges her not to give up. This isn't over. Hope gushes about what it means to have a man like him fighting for her. He vows to get through to Ridge and takes another kiss for the road. In the design office, Will tells Electra about the Hope for the unborn line drama. He decides he doesn't want to dish as an intern and asks her to tell him the story of Electra Forrester. All he knows so far is that she has a beautiful grins and these eyes that. She smiles and insists there's not that much to tell about her. Will dubieties that. He knows she's a Forrester. She wonders if he thinks she got the job due to nepotism. Will reminds her he's working there because of his mama. He can tell she's the kind of woman who makes an impact. She clearly has on him. At Brooke's place, she, Katie, and Zend suppose Eric needs to be told about what Steffy's done. This is commodity she wouldn't have done to anyone but Hope. Zend loves his kinsman, but she has to put her passions about Hope away for the company. Hope has the most pious suckers imaginable. Hope walks by and agrees there will be counter-reaction. She's concerned about how this is affecting everyone differently, especially Zend. She shares that all stopgap may not be lost after all. In the main office, Ridge tells Steffy he gets his pater's response. He's always been Brooke's champion and cares about Hope. He cares about Steffy too. Steffy's apprehensive that Brooke will go over there and turn on the waterworks. She gets it. She's a mama too, but she should have tutored her son to admire boundaries. Hope has disrespected her over and over again. Carter appears and says he knows that how it might feel, but it's not what happened. Hope didn't discourteousness you or your marriage. At Brooke's place, Hope tells the group that she was speaking with Carter before. He's gone to see Ridge and she's no way seen him so determined. He's going to try to get through to Ridge and get him to stop Steffy from doing what she's doing. In the main office, Carter tells Steffy that Hope didn't discourteousness her or her marriage. He doesn't blink what she did with Finn at Eric's. That was wrong and she regrets it. Steffy says she crossed the line with her hubby again. She saw it with her own eyes. Ridge grunts that he knows he's trying to keep the peace, but Carter says he's trying to stop them from making a disastrous business decision. Hope's line is the gateway to the youngish demographic. Are they running the company grounded on particular opinions? Steffy warns Carter he needs to be veritably careful. Carter asks if Ridge feels that way too. He likes to suppose that his opinion counts. It's time Steffy stopped with this Forrester versus Logan war. It's ridiculous. She can't take her particular passions and battles into the boardroom. This shows a huge lapse in judgment and leadership. I wouldn't let you do this to her. I wouldn't allow it. Despite all the recent drama with Hope Logan, Steffy Forrester knows her hubby is devoted to her. John Finnegan works every day to prove just how married he's to Steffy and the family they partake. It's clear that indeed when Hope was interested in Finn, she was no way real competition for Steffy. Hope's attempt to be in busybody was downright disturbing, since Finn no way had any kind of romantic passions for her. Now that Hope has moved on with Carter Walton, someone differently may start smelling around Finn. It's possible Ivy Forrester could be coming in line, but she'd presumably run into the same problems as Hope. There's no reason for someone new to get Finn's attention, since he's formerly got the woman of his dreams. That's especially true when it comes to Steffy's rivals, since Finn is sensitive to her passions about people she's feuded with. Still, we've to consider what might be if someone familiar to Finn entered the blend, maybe the Bone. Who got down? This might be the perfect time for one of Finn's former dears to suddenly face. What if Finn no way told Steffy about another woman who left him agonized? Perhaps Finn is keeping many secrets about his romantic history, like a failed offer to a different leading lady. Sheila Sharp has backed off Finn for now, but that may not last much longer. Since Sheila was preliminarily determined to get Finn down from Steffy, she might settle on a new strategy to make that be. It's easy to imagine Sheila doing some exploration and uncovering Finn's ex-girlfriend. Sheila might smell the occasion for Finn to fall back in love with someone who'd actually let her be part of his life. Perhaps Finn's partner has been still stewing for him and lamenting letting him go. Still, Sheila could take full advantage of the situation and beget some disquieting news, if that's the case. Sheila might communicate Finn's former nut and move her that she should fight for him. Maybe Sheila could manipulate some bad girl love interest of the history into getting Finn and Steffy's next stranding ball. Whatever the case, the dialogue in the November 6th occasion offered some implicit hints. Finn claimed Steffy was the only one for him before Steffy eventually declared that he was all hers. Could Steffy soon worry that perhaps Finn isn't all hers like she allowed? Steffy and Finn will inescapably face fresh obstacles, so stay tuned for marriage updates and further prognostications on their coming chapter.